What's going on, everybody? I wanted to do a quick review on Ironworks custom LED lightsabers for Hot Toys. Huge shout out to him for giving me a killer deal on these to review for all of you. It comes in this super premium casing that makes the unboxing experience so friggin' hype, I can't even explain it. Obviously, the wires won't come dangling out like this. They're gonna be all zip tied up and secure. I just was too lazy to do that, to put them back in here, but getting them out here, I have Luke and Vader's. And let's get them out here and give you a closer look at them. Starting off with Luke's, this thing is so good looking, bro. I'll bring the Hot Toys one out here for a quick comparison, but you can see that obviously the Hot Toys one is thinner and more accurate to Luke's saber, but in order to get all the circuits and the LEDs up in there, the lightsaber does have to be beefed up a bit, but the detail is all there and looks just as good as the Hot Toys one. I actually like this little ridge section better than how Hot Toys did it. And of course, if you're not gonna have yours lit up all the time, I still think this is a way better option than what Hot Toys is giving us. The translucent green just makes no sense. Lightsabers are never translucent, and I would much prefer this look to what Hot Toys gives us. But besides that, yeah, unlit, it still looks pretty good looking. Obviously, not everyone is gonna have theirs lit up 24/7, so even without it being lit up, it still looks great, which is awesome to hear. One thing to note is that Ironworks paints these and puts the light up in them. Pampa, I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that right, 3D prints and designs these hilts for him to enter all these circuits and shit into it. So shout out to him too, because you know, you got to give him some credit for these beautiful hilts. With every saber you get, you're gonna get this Bluetooth USB connection to light everything up. The wire is long, which is great because for me, my Star Wars figures are on the top shelves of my detolfs, and it's just the right length to go up the entirety of the detolf and be plugged in at the bottom. So this is perfect. You can control the brightness and of course turn on and off the lightsaber from your phone with this app. If you decide to purchase from Ironworks, he'll give you the link to download the app, and it works pretty freaking great. I'm sure I don't have to explain to you guys how to light this thing up, but it is just as simple as plugging it in, and instantly you see that brightness. These things are so freaking bright, bro. I wish I could curse, but YouTube would demonetize me because damn, bro, this thing just looks so good. It looks edited. It genuinely looks like I'm editing this as we speak, but it's not. It's just how it looks on camera. It's insane. Another impressive thing about Ironworks' lightsabers is that there's no dead tip. Usually you see all these custom LED light up lightsabers and they're all lit up, but then just stop at the top. And I always hated that. And that's why I was drawn to Ironworks. His just look the best. They're nice and round at the top, just like the movies. And it looks phenomenal. I'm gonna do a whole pose showcase with Luke and Vader at the end, but here's just what it looks like with the figure. The way Hot Toys paints their eyes with that reflectiveness just makes the lightsabers look that much better. You can see it in his eyes. And of course, having the lightsaber illuminate the entirety of the figure is so cool. I'm so happy that I finally have a light up lightsaber to pair with this guy. Of course, I had to do it. I had to shut the lights off. And dude, like, look at this, bro. It illuminates the entire screen. Like, these things are so bright. Like, you know, I'm itching to curse right now to like try to explain how bright it is. It's time to take a look at Vader's lightsaber next, one of my favorite lightsabers in all of Star Wars. And yeah, man, the detail is awesome. This is one that I actually think Ironworks did a lot better than Hot Toys. I don't know if it has something to do with A New Hope or Kenobi, but getting these out and comparing them, Ironworks has those little wires sticking out, and I don't know why they're just not present on the Obi-Wan Kenobi Vaders, but I'm so happy that this is included. Like, every detail matters. Even the red button is there, and I don't know, it's just not present on this one. Here is Vader's lit up, and this genuinely looks more edited than the last one. It's just that good looking. It's super, super bright. And honestly, I want to say it's not as bright as Luke's, but that's just simply due to having a red glow is way harder than having a vibrant green glow. And the fact that Ironworks was even able to pull this off is super impressive to me. I'm glazing the hell out of him right now, but it's just the truth. It especially looks great if you have a Vader, which I hope if you're buying Vader's lightsaber, you have Vader. Seeing it go across and reflect off his armor is so awesome looking. Here's it with the lights off, and holy shit, bro, this thing is so bright. And I know some people have a concern with these light up lightsabers that they get pretty hot, And last night when I got these and I was posing them, I was posing for about an hour with these lightsabers, and they really don't get all that hot. Just a tad warm, just a tad warm. Some might say lukewarm, but they do not get that hot. Nothing to be afraid of. So here they are in my shelf. The cable management isn't perfect. I didn't really sit down and perfect it yet, but you know, I got some sort of a plan. It's just kind of going down the shelf, and then I got them hooked up right here into this whole plethora of USB slots. So overall, not too hard to cable manage, especially with a character like Darth Vader. You could hide it behind his cape or his outfit. Luke, I recommend kind of like clipping the wire on his belt and having him stand on the wire to hide it, but I didn't have to do that here because Vader's behind him. And these are the sabers on max brightness. Of course, my DTOF lights are all on. So here is just my lights on, my DTOF lights on, max brightness lightsabers. I just turned off the DTOF lights and the two DTOFs around it. Everything else is still on. And here's how it looks on max brightness as well. I'll show you it pitch black. Here is it pitch black, and this looks awesome. This is probably how I'm gonna keep them. I mean, when I go to bed, I shut all my collections lights off because I can't sleep with that much brightness, but I might just keep the lightsabers on because of how sick it looks. As I mentioned, you can control the brightness through an app, and here is it on like the lowest brightness setting. I don't know who's really gonna keep theirs on the lowest brightness setting. I'm definitely gonna have mine cranked all the way up all the time, but here's how that looks. Here's with some lights turned off, again on that lower brightness setting, and it still looks really good for having a low brightness setting with the lights turned off. So that's still really impressive. So there you have it, guys. There's my review on the Ironworks custom LED lightsabers. If this piqued your interest at all, I would definitely go contact him on Instagram or Facebook. He's a super nice guy. He does business really well. I would show him which hilt you want and with which color, because some people want Anakin's with red or blue. So just give him all the specifics on what you need and he'll get it right over to you. The shipping was really fast as well, and it was just an overall smooth transaction, and I'm in love with these things, as you can tell. Thank you guys for tuning in. Trying to ease back into YouTube. I'm not going to do the whole fast-paced reviews anymore, because if you want a fast-paced review, go to my TikTok. My YouTube is just going to be me yapping about stuff I love. Let me know if you guys want that change or not. But until then, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys for watching.